What up, Bulls Nation?
Woo!
That just happened. We got a live CHGO Bulls postgame coming up after this. A 24-point comeback against the 6-1 Sixers. The Bulls are the top of the East.
Bulls win.
Break it down next.
Bulls win.
What's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome in to CHGO Bulls postgame.
Yes, sir.
Coming to you live from our studios here in West Loop, downtown Chicago. CHGO Bulls postgame presented by Nikola Vucevic and Bet365. The delicious taste of victory deserves something equally superior. Cheer on your winning Bulls with Nikola Vucevic and download the Bet365 app. Use promo code CHGO365 when you sign up. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. And that game was anything but ordinary.
Joey C.
Hit him with it.
Bulls win. Hit me again. Bulls win. Don't stop hitting them. Bulls win. Hey, your hand get tired. Bulls win. Do it for Matt Peck and the mustache. Bulls win. Do it for yourself. Bulls win. Do it for your family. Bulls win. Do it for the chat. Bulls win. And just do one more for yourself because you are awesome. Bulls win. Bulls win, baby. Top of the East.
I don't know if I just say more Bulls wins than Sixers scored points in the second half, but I think we're right there. We're right there, baby.
Joey C. The C is for clever.
Oh, my goodness. Thanks for being here, everybody, on a Tuesday night. I'm Peck Bulls _Peck. That is Big Dave. Bam. BAWL Sports. That's our guy, Joey C., King of the Controls.
That's him.
We'll hear from Willie Gottlieb later on in tonight's postgame from the UC to help us break this one down. And
we will
hear from Billy and the players post-victory of the 24-point comeback variety. Listen, I tend to be somewhere between a realist and a pessimist as a Bulls fan. And over the past, how long ago was 1998? I had my reasons why.
Take your time.
I wrote them off for dead at halftime. I really did. You gave up 75 points in the first half.
That's a lot of points.
I don't care if Ayo's not there. You cannot blame poor defense on one man's absence.
It's true.
You can't, just like you can't expect one man, Isaac Okoro, to fix your defense and create your team's entire defensive identity.
It's true.
I mean, Maxey, we talked in pregame, just cooking, nearly 34 points a game out of the gate.
Frying.
MVP candidate stuff.
Frying.
And he came out swinging. What did he knock down? Like 4 threes in the first quarter?
He did. 4 or 6.
And then Joel Embiid was like, oh, I'm out here. I'll get you some buckets. They were just taking turns.
Yep.
Edgecombe got some stuff going.
Yep.
Your boy Kelly Oubre had some things
Oubre
going.
was on one.
Points surrendered by the Bulls defense by quarter. You ready for this?
Say it slow.
45, 30, 20, 16.
Hey!
The Bulls defense somehow came alive. I don't know if Billy Donovan said something in the halftime locker room or if one of the players said something in the halftime locker room. They held the Sixers to 36 halftime points. They did not allow the Sixers to convert a made field goal for the final 6 minutes and change of the fourth quarter. What the hell?
I smell a happy hat throw coming, baby. There it is.
I can report the TV is safe.
TV is safe, baby. But y'all are not, especially if you're Bulls fans. You ain't safe from all this joy that you about to get, baby, because the Chicago Bulls just beat the Philadelphia 76ers. Bulls win. Oh, don't you feel that in your soul? It feels good. It feels good, man. And you're right. And you weren't wrong from writing them off, man. You weren't. The Bulls weren't playing well. No. Philly was hitting all kinds of three-pointers, and they looked absolutely ridiculous, man. The percentages were insane that they were doing in that first half. But like I said, they played 2 halves of basketball out there on the floor. And I tell you what, they'll get to the fourth quarter, but that third quarter, that's where it all really began. Shout out to the bench because they did their thing in that third quarter. They kept fighting. And I'm looking at guys like Red Velvet. Oh, I see you, sir. You were amazing tonight. Just your grit and determination and your fight It was awesome tonight, man. I'm looking at you too, Lee. I saw you jump up and get rebounds. I saw sweat dripping from your forehead, from your beard, sir. You was dripping sweat, and I'm very proud of you. Isaac Okoro, my goodness. Wow, he was just awesome for the Chicago Bulls. On both sides, he was hitting some threes. We didn't need him to be a world beater scoring, but he was getting double-digit scoring, but he was doing a great job on defense in that fourth quarter. But in that third, man, Jalen Smith. What an awesome game from one young Jalen Smith tonight, man. He kept the tide steady. He kept it cool. A big 14 points for that young man in 17 minutes. You even saw Dalen Terry get out there, Matthew Peck. Dalen Terry got out there and was doing minor Goon things, man. Hitting in the transition with the layup. He was going up trying to get blocks. Had him a poke away and a steal on there as well. It was amazing. And it all led to that fourth quarter. And when it got to that fourth quarter, you know who took over that game? Joshua Giddey took over the game. He was outstanding for the Chicago Bulls. He's been outstanding from game one to this game right now. Listen, he's the leader. He's the man. It's him. It's on him, and he's showing and proving. I said when they signed him, I was like, well, you know this means it's on you now. And he said, cry ye. I sure do know it means it's on me, sir. Get my kangaroos, and let's get out here and put some shrimps on Barbies, all right? And throw that Foster's beer in the trash, because we don't do that. But toss me a boomerang or two, because I'm going to get out here, and I'm going to give me another 30-point triple-double as well. He was awesome. I even liked his effort on defense. Effort is what he put in on defense. The Bulls did not allow Philly to score for the last 6 minutes of the game. What? From a team that just scored 75 like Matt Peck said? They didn't do that, what? In the fourth quarter? No, they did not. Tyrese Maxey, clang. McClain, clang. MB, triple clang. Clang Charlie Bell out there to that young man. It was awesome. I was up out of my seat, man, to tell you. I was up out of my seat. I'm pacing. I'm walking. I'm yelling. I'm happy. I'm hugging Joey C, picking him up. When they hugged Matt Peck, very gingerly, I hugged him.
Gentle.
Very gentle hug for him.
Ginger
But man, exciting game. Bulls Nation, be excited. Be as happy as you want to be. Don't let nobody talk you down off of it. You deserve this right here, man. This was a huge, huge win. Who the hell else they got to beat? Huh? Who the hell else they got to beat out here? I told you wasn't no Nets out here. Wasn't no Wizards out here. Wasn't no Hornets out here. Told you that in the pregame. No, man. They were beating teams. They have played legitimate basketball teams all first 7 games, man. And they are 6-1. What the hell? What the hell?
Hey.
They're 6-1.
Shout out. I see
Woo!
Young Spath is hanging out in the chat saying
He's
bang
in
with
here.
Charlie.
Oh,
Let's go.
Young Spathis miss you, sir.
Tigero in the chat saying hashtag General Giddey. Travis McKnight, Sixers couldn't buy a bucket.
Clang.
Holy moly.
Oh, my gosh.
Justin Code, Bulls looked soft as hell in the first 20 minutes, but for real, they showed some unbelievable heart, man.
Unreal.
Fantasy Cast Podcast, I will give you a kidney, Josh.
He's in the kidney area now.
Oh my God,
goodness, man.
Josh Giddey is actually looking like the guy that can impose his will on a game for Spurs. Looking like a star, says a person from north of Cali.
Dude.
I mean, my goodness. That and like that final play, and shout out to Joey C.
Joey C.
Because that final
He called
timeout
it.
Billy took.
He told it.
Joey's like, all right, so who are we drawing this play up for? And Dave,
said
you were
Giddey.
like, Giddey.
Give it to
He was
Giddey.
like, dude's got 29 points.
Yeah.
He's been getting big buckets for them in a variety of ways tonight. And Joey C was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing a play drawn up for Vooch.
The C is for clever.
And look, Josh Giddey made some incredible passes tonight. That lefty out of nowhere through all kinds of traffic in the paint pass he hit for a corner, right corner 3 for Okoro in the
Yes.
first half.
Yes.
That thing was bonkers.
Oh, my gosh.
And then, collapse the defense. Josh Giddey was collapsing the defense with his drives all night. It's just a matter of when he finds a guy, can they knock down a shot? And you already credited Okoro for knocking down some of his threes tonight. Sticks made some threes. And my goodness, that 3 in the corner from Vooch.
Oh, my gosh,
Just
man.
like stones. And a
Silky.
great play design. And shout out to Giddey for making that pass and trusting his teammate.
Correct.
Because there was another very recent to that previous drive, where Giddey got lost in the woods trying to drive and dish and penetrate or do something, and it was a turnover at a very critical moment of the game. But, man, he made that pass when it counted, and it was a beauty.
It was a beauty. I mean, he had 5 turnovers, and it didn't matter in this one.
I didn't
say it.
He had 5 of them, and it didn't matter. And no, I'm going to say it because, he had 5. And in that fourth quarter, you're right, that was a huge turnover. What I like about him is it doesn't stop him or deter him. It didn't. He immediately, once he makes it and he did the move, it was out of his mind. He was back down the floor. I mean, you saw him give himself a crying when the ball was stopped on the plate. But man, he continued on and he got the Bulls back in it, man. And he went down and hit another huge bucket. And you're right. When that pass went over to Vooch, man, I'm talking about, shout out Billy Donovan as well. I told you that dude might as well be on the floor, Billy Donovan. But that play that he drew up, we've seen it before, Matt.
Yeah.
We've absolutely seen that play before.
Sure have.
Executed and run by the Chicago Bulls, where Vooch ends up with it in the corner for the 3-point shot. But when he got to the paint, which is why I said Giddey should take the last shot, because I'm like, he's the one that's going to get to the paint.
Yeah.
Joey C is like, no, Dave. You saw a hood come over his head, sir. Saw a beard really truly start to form on his face, and he started levitating just a little bit.
Yeah.
And he said, "Vooch is the one." And you saw lightning bolts come out his hands and fingers and stuff, man. Like Joey C was being the prophet, like he was a Jedi tonight. It was awesome.
The thought process was like this. You guys are totally right in terms of like
about you levitating.
First of all, about me levitating higher than Patrick Williams could ever jump, but that's a story for another time. Sorry, I'm talking about Patrick, not Lee. But no, a couple of things. I just thought Giddey on the drives tonight, wasn't really getting the calls, really wasn't driving and getting like that physical contact for him to go up and get to the line. Worried about that.
True.
The second part about it too is I just figured the night that he's having, I thought they were going to collapse on him. Mm-hmm. And the third part is that what have we been talking about? What have you guys been talking about when I produce you guys? Is this is a team effort.
Yeah.
They're not drawing it up to ISO one guy and have him take the shot. This was Billy Donovan's moment to get a bit of a set play. They spread it out right. Philadelphia let them do that.
They did.
Giddey drove. He kicked to the corner. It was Vooch, and then it was money, and then Bulls win.
Cash money from Nikola Vucevic. And hold on when I look this up here, and I'm right. Yes, that was Nikola Vucevic's first and only 3 of the game.
I was about to mention that.
Oh, because we share a brain. That's why, Matt Peck.
Vooch was 0 of 4 from beyond the arc
Woo!
before that shot.
Woo!
And we talked in pregame about how Vooch has been shooting the lights out.
Yeah.
Like from all over the floor, but
Yeah.
including like he's shooting over 50% on his threes coming into tonight's game.
Yes.
And honestly, I felt deja vu because I knew that Vooch wasn't hitting his threes tonight before that corner shot went up. Mm-hmm. But in the past, Vooch has been around a while now. We've done a lot of these here post games.
Been a while.
He always has confidence to take big threes late in close games.
Yeah.
Even when he hasn't had a good shooting night.
That's true.
Like, I feel like I have seen that play out several times before. Yeah. And that's just a solid NBA vet who is never afraid to take a big shot in a big moment.
I mean, yes. I mean, everything you said.
Huge.
Yes. Even I just like the fact that he got to the line twice. I was excited about. But the 19 points and the 10 rebounds, I mean, he's going to get that in his sleep. He's going to get that double-double. But, man, Matt, like just knowing the moment, man, and not letting it be bigger than him either. That's veteran stuff out there. Because even when after the game, Casey Johnson asked him, do you know what was your last game winning shot? He like, I don't know. I have no idea, sir. I'm glad we hit this one though, because it was great to get this win. Awesome win for the Chicago Bulls. They are the #1 team in the Eastern Conference. Keep telling yourself that because it's true. It's true.
We got over 1,100 Bulls fans hanging out with us live in that chat right now. Shout out to each and every one of you.
For real.
But with that being the case, we don't have nearly enough likes on that board. Let's get the thumbs up.
Hit the likes.
Troll Joe's even hanging out in the chat with y'all. You got to give Troll Joe the thumbs. He will come after you. Also, we've already got a bunch of super chats. We'll get to all of them as we progress tonight. But just shout out to an early one, 199 for our pal Yuda, who said, yelled so loud my neighbor's baby started crying. That's Bulls fandom right there.
Yes, it is.
When you do not give a rat's you-know-what about the noise you are. Guys, I've heard Dave make a lot of noise watching Bulls games together over the years.
Yeah.
This dude, the walls were bouncing, vibrating with his vocal cords for the entire fourth quarter of that game. And I loved it.
I'm telling you, me and Matt are different when the Bulls are winning. We are different individuals. And I keep telling y'all it's worse. I've been telling y'all it's worse when Matt is like that because I ain't told you it's worse for me too. It gets worse. You think I'm happy all the time? Imagine when I'm truly happy about something like this Bulls team. Oh, the joy is about to bounce off the walls and radiate all through y'all screen. Thank y'all for hanging out with us and watching this, man. We got more to go, baby.
We certainly do.
Oh,
my goodness.
Should we hit this break or we chilling? What we doing?
Well, yeah. All right. We're going to keep hanging out a little bit before we hit our first break. We got so many people hanging out in the chat.
Keep hanging out with y'all.
Liam saying, I'm smiling ear to ear.
Let's go.
Chicago Bulls all day saying no like until he writes his letter. Maybe you're talking about the other day in a different show when you're talking about me writing a handwritten apology note.
And delivering to Josh Giddey
to a certain 29-point triple-double, sir, tonight. Hey, man, I told y'all. You know, game by game.
Game by game.
We are 7 games in.
I'll say this.
We are 7 games in, y'all.
I will say this, though. When you go home, you'll look at the stationery. You'll look at it. That's the first step. You'll just look at it.
Dust off the top of the box.
Right,
it's been a minute since I've written one.
You'll say, that's it. You know, just a quick there right there, man, if this continues. He has been outstanding.
Yeah.
All right? Outstanding. I can't say it enough. Outstanding, dude. And it's not just fluff stuff that he's doing. He's carrying the team. When they couldn't score and they couldn't get anything, it was Josh Giddey was the one that was getting those points for him, Matt. He was the one carrying the team out there. He didn't care about being in the fourth quarter either. He was like, whoever's hot, whoever you going with, Billy, that's who I'm rolling with. We saw him about to come back into the game in the fourth, went and sat back down. Also, Billy was like, no, come sit. Cool, fine, no problem. We're trying to win, and that's the point of it out here, man. And the mistakes don't make him, and the successes don't make him. And that's a great place to be when you're that young, ladies and gentlemen. There's players right now who haven't learned that yet, but the fact that he has, and it doesn't get too high or too low for him when he makes a mistake or when he makes an incredible play, man, he's been awesome. You got nothing bad to say about Josh Giddey.
I see a lot of people in the chat talking about the trade, right?
Oh, God, leave the trade alone.
I mean, we can all collectively move on as Bulls fans if we want. Like Bulls won the trade. Like I saw somebody earlier saying, like, Bulls won the trade, Bulls won the world. I will remind you who are the current reigning NBA world champions because it's the team that has Alex Caruso on it.
What?
Yeah, but let me take that opportunity, though, to genuinely and sincerely retract, alter, and apologize for a previous statement that I did make on this very program. Mm-hmm. Early on last season, it was, I don't know, the third, fourth time perhaps that Billy Donovan benched Josh Giddey late in a close game.
Yes.
For valid reasons, in my opinion.
Okay.
And I came on this here show and was yelling and screaming and doing the hat throwing as I do, saying that the Bulls just like flat out lost that trade. They traded Caruso for nothing, I believe, were my hyperbolic words.
These were the
that
words
certain Giddey committee members latched onto and have not let go of since. I hear y'all. I see y'all.
Crikey.
I retract and apologize for that statement. Josh Giddey is not nothing. He is not. He is proving to be a pretty interesting and valuable player for this Bulls team. Do I still have questions about the ceiling of this Bulls team if Josh Giddey is its best player? Yeah. Regular season basketball, NBA playoff basketball, 2 very different things.
But we got to do one to get to the other.
It's hard to think about that when you're celebrating a 24-point comeback win in early November.
There.
But either way, retracted, apologized. Josh Giddey is not nothing.
I hope y'all heard that.
He's a lot more than nothing.
I hope y'all heard it. And this is why I rock with Matt Peck. Because as much as he likes being right, and he loves being right, when he's wrong, he will admit it. He always does. That's what I've always known about him. He has always been that kind of human being. Yes.
Thank you for being here. If you were waiting for the apology, stick around.
Cool.
There's still plenty more
Keep
to
hanging out, baby.
We got to knock out our first ad break right there. We come back on the other side. More of our thoughts, more of your thoughts. Still, the GOAT will join us. Still, the Goon of the night. Hit the freaking like button. The Bulls are 6-1.
Running the East, boy. Woo! You know what I was really excited about, Matt?
What's that?
Was when they told us Factor was back.
Oh, Factor is back there.
Oh, Factor is back there.
I mean, Factor for dinner tonight.
Oh, you better believe it. And dessert, because I'm going to eat 2 of them things. Factor is awesome, all right? Meal kits sent right to you. And Matt loves it because he don't have to do anything. He does what he always does. Tuck it in the microwave, press the buttons, pull it out. Yum, 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 yum. It's awesome, man. So much variety. Of course, I'm pescatarian. It's got the fish for me. Of course, he's a beefcatarian. So it's got all of that for him, ladies and gentlemen. It's got everything you want. And if they don't have what you want, tell them what your dietary restrictions are. They will hook you up. It is the absolute best. So eat smart at factormeals.com/CHGO50 off and use that code CHGO50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That code again, CHGO50 off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Get delicious, ready-made to eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid on new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase.
CHGO Bulls also brought to you by Prize Picks.
Prize Picks.
Dave, we make decisions every day.
We do.
What fresh CHGO merch are we going to wear? What are we going to talk about? What bets to make? But on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this football season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Mm-hmm. Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks. That means you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Mm-hmm. You want to pick more on Josh Allen pass yards, rush yards, and touchdowns? Mm-hmm. You can do all that in the same lineup with the Prize Picks stacks. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use promo code CHGO to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Promo code CHGO. We back, CHGO Bulls postgame, rolling along Tuesday night after a dramatic finish and another Bulls win.
Woo!
Big Dave, Peck, Joey C on the controls, hanging out with you, our fellow Bulls fans. Still over 1,000 of y'all watching live with us. Appreciate it. Hit that freaking like button.
I do want to read something. Joey C, could you scroll back a little bit to my man Flipside?
Scroll.
Comment right there. I just saw it up there. He was, where'd it go? There it is right there. Thank you, sir. Peck. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Hey, what up, JR?
The Giddey committee accepts your apology. I can't see the rest of that, Joey. Accepts your apology and welcomes you with open arms.
That's very kind of you.
Very kind of you, sir. Very nice.
I still haven't fully submitted my application to become a member.
He just said they welcome you.
I was just apologizing to the existing members.
Yeah, he's just telling you they welcome you. And, we appreciate your apology, and we say thank you for that. That's all it is. And, yes, we are happy tonight, baby.
Colin calling, asking, are the Bulls tied for the hottest team in Chicago? Cray. I mean, the Bears are 5-3.
Yeah.
Bulls are 6-1.
Yeah.
The Bulls are just now, I mean, that was a big win to respond after a loss.
Yes.
If that game had ended at the halftime scores deficit after a full 48, and their response to their first L of the season was losing on their home floor by 20-ish, that would not have been a great look.
No.
And we've seen that team struggle to respond from bad games last season.
Sure.
We've seen this team, come out flat. We've seen this team just play bad on their home floor a lot last season when it was an emphasis from certain people. We got to protect our home floor. Winning that game in that fashion, that is a significant step in you don't want to play at the Madhouse.
Ooh.
Because you had yourself a nice, comfy, cozy halftime lead.
Chilling.
I think Maxey and his crew were like thinking, all right, y'all, job's done.
Yeah.
Let's just kind of coast to the finish line here over the final 24. The Bulls said, not so fast.
Yeah.
This is our house.
Said, au contraire, Fred Astaire. He told that young man, Maxey was like, man, where we going for my birthday tonight? Like, you know what I mean? Where we hanging out at, bro? Like, we getting some steak somewhere or something. Hold fast, sir. That was a game to finish. Again, not those same old Bulls, man. This is what I like, man. Look, Derrick Rose has said this many a time. Like how personally he took it when teams would come into town and go out and hang out and kick it and do stuff and things like that. He talked about that often and how much that bothered him. That's what it is right now. You can't go hang out no more right now. You better get you a good night's sleep because the Chicago Bulls are going to play 48 minutes of basketball, and that starts with the coaching. Instilling that upon those guys, man, putting that philosophy within them that if you play this kind of way, you will get this kind of result. And they are playing this kind of way and getting this kind of result. It's a huge win. Do you understand that Ayo Dosunmu was not out there tonight for them?
Yeah.
Do you understand Kobe White still's not out there? That Zach Collins isn't available for them? They were the team that was shorthanded. They had no business winning this game. According to many, even when I was coming in, I was listening to main man Michael Wilbon say, oh, no, Bulls losing this one tonight because that's how the NBA goes. Not this year. It's not how it's going this year. You know what I mean? It's a little different for the Chicago Bulls this year, man. And it's fun. And it's a great thing.
And look, not just Chicago Bulls, but Chicago, somebody, who was just talking recently about like hottest team in Chicago. Chicago sports fans have been treated to some pretty awesome, fun, dramatic victories. Yeah. Is this just like vibe shift? I mean, the dramatic win against the Raiders, the dramatic win against the Commanders, the insane win just this past Sunday. And now the Bulls are like, hey, hold my beer, Bears. You don't have the craziest win of the week.
Correct, man.
It is wild, and Chicago sports fans honestly deserve it.
Yes, and the Blackhawks doing their thing.
Hey, man, true.
You know what I mean? Like, all of this is clicking right now, and it's awesome, man, and it's fun to see. And for this Bulls team, Matt, I also love looking at the little guys doing their thing. When I say little guys, I mean the unheralded guys. Mm-hmm. And my favorite, as you know, Tre Jones, man. Tre Jones. Look, just looking at the box score, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. You're like, oh, that's not a big deal. You know what a big deal is? Slide on down to the steals and see how he had 3 of those things. Again, another big game doing that for Tre. And again, 4 rebounds for that dude is crazy. All right, he should not be getting 4 rebounds.
Wait, how many did Lee have tonight?
Oh, let's look at Lee. Tell me about Lee.
2.
Oh. But Lee was a plus 11.
Hey,
so
there you go.
I will allow it out there, man. But guys like Tre Jones are huge for this team because they have a role and they know it. Even though his role is being a starter right now, he still knows his role, like bench guy, doing his things at the offense, stuff like that. But when the scoring isn't coming, it's great to have him on your team because the steals and the defense. You saw how many charges and offensive fouls that he drew, just coming off of those screens that they were setting. Like, he did an excellent job with that. And even you just mentioned Lee. Look, 3 points and 2 rebounds and 2 assists. He was 1 of 5, 0 of 2 from 3. And I'm over here, like I said, it was a plus 11, and I'm over here over the moon about the way that he played tonight. Because, again, we have learned with a guy like Patrick, it's not about those numbers with him, all right? It's just not. Because if you look at the stats he's putting up now, they're pretty much the same career numbers he's always put up. But it's the beads of sweat that are dripping from that man's earlobes when he is running down the court trying to jump and get rebounds and blocks and actually be physical out there on the floor. We just wanted to feel you out there on the floor. That's what Billy Donovan wanted. Can we feel you out there on the floor? Can I leave you out there because I need you to be out there so other guys can get rest? And I really don't have a guy your size who can guard these incredibly talented backcourt guys that Philly has. Can you help me out there? Or can I switch you off of that and have you guarding Kelly Oubre? Or can I switch you off of that and have you maybe guarding Embiid, getting in his way? Or Paul Reed and getting in his way for a play or two? And he's just like, yes. Why? Because I am Lee. I am Lee.
I mean,
Lee.
That beautiful diatribe started about Tre Jones steals and then went all kinds of glorious places.
And then I went and gave Lee his because he deserved it.
Yeah, I feel you. But
it's about those little guys,
I was going to highlight and piggyback off of that. Tre Jones did have 3 steals. He was one of the 5 Bull starters to all tally at least 1. Okoro had 2. Modest had 1. Vooch had 1. Giddey had 1. Pat, Julian, and Herter all chipping in a steal off the bench. Communal effort by committee defense, and it got better and better and better as the game progressed after that ugly first half. Yeah. The other thing that was driving me crazy in the first half, they gave up 9 offensive rebounds. Yeah. When the Sixers are shooting 18 trillion% from all over the floor, how about don't give them extra possessions? Yeah. Maybe try to be a good defensive rebounding team as you have been for certain stretches of these first handful of games. Mm-hmm. That was another gross part of the first half that built them that deficit. Sure. 9 offensive rebounds surrendered in the first half. Second half, 3. Oh! Much better protecting the glass.
Beautiful stuff.
And a bunch of different players came up with big contested defensive rebounds down the stretch. Yeah. Including Modest. Love to see that.
Modest, yes. Modest. Mm-hmm. Yes, Matt.
Hold that thought. Do we want to play a little Josh Giddey locker room before we dive into Modest and or another ad break?
Hey, Julia.
Courtesy of Willie Gottlieb, Josh Giddey in the locker room after tonight's win.
Crikey.
It was basically just get it in, and then Kev was going to come on a slip-out screen. I was going to get downhill on my left, and he waited. I was probably waiting for him to come a little earlier, but he came at about the 8-second mark, and then once he got up there, I tried to get downhill and make a play, and I got downhill left hand, and they all kind of collapsed, and Vuce was open in the corner, and he hit a big shot. So all I had to do was get it to him. We trusted him to make that play, and he made a huge shot for us.
From a physicality standpoint, what changed for you guys in the second half?
I mean, we started exactly being physical. I mean, it was pretty straightforward. First half, teams was driving right through us. Maxey was doing whatever he wanted. They were offensive rebounding, Walker and Watford, but second half, I thought we did a much better job. We killed them. It kind of flipped, and we were much more physical. We rebounded the ball the way we needed to on both ends. But yeah, I think physicality, it was night and day from the first and second half.
Absolutely. True words spoken there by Josh Giddey after the win tonight in the locker room. Shout out to the GOAT for the footage. The physicality totally flipped on his head.
Yeah.
I feel like the Sixers were bullying the Bulls and running circles around them in that first half. And then, again, I don't know what was said in that Bulls halftime locker room.
Yeah.
But my goodness, did it work.
Man.
Hold that thought for now. I want to get into Modest and much more from tonight's win. We will hear from Will the Goat Gottlieb from the UC later on. We still got to figure out who the Goon of the night is.
Woo-hoo.
Don't go anywhere. Just listen to these 120 seconds of friendly words and offers from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. Hit the like button while you're doing it. Multitask. Subscribe.
Right there. You know what I was really excited about, Matt?
What's that?
Was when they told us Factor was back.
Oh, Factor is back there.
Oh, Factor is back there.
I mean, Factor for dinner tonight.
Oh, you better believe it. And dessert, because I'm going to eat 2 of them things. Factor is awesome, all right? Meal kits sent right to you. And Matt loves it because he don't have to do anything. He does what he always does. Tuck it in the microwave, press the buttons, pull it out. Yum, 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 yum. It's awesome, man. So much variety. Of course, I'm pescatarian. It's got the fish for me. Of course, he's a beefcatarian. So it's got all of that for him, ladies and gentlemen. It's got everything you want. And if they don't have what you want, tell them what your dietary restrictions are. They will hook you up. It is the absolute best. So eat smart at factormeals.com/CHGO50 off and use that code CHGO50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That code again, CHGO50 off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Get delicious, ready-made to eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid on new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase.
CHGO Bulls also brought to you by Prize Picks.
Prize Picks.
Dave, we make decisions every day.
We do.
What fresh CHGO merch are we going to wear?
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about?
Yep.
What bets to make? But on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this football season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks. That means you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. You want to pick more on Josh Allen pass yards, rush yards, and touchdowns? You can do all that in the same lineup with the Prize Picks stacks. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use promo code CHGO to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Promo code CHGO. Bam. CHGO Bulls postgame rolling along. Thanks for being here with us, Bulls Nation. Hit that like button if you didn't do it during the ads. Peck, Big Dave, Joey on the controls. GOAT coming up momentarily. Speaking of GOAT, quick shout out and reminder in case y'all didn't see it on our socials throughout the day, we have another CHGO Die Hard promo offer available right now. That $36 sign-up price, the best of the best of the great deal to become a CHGO Die Hard, because you want to read all this great stuff that GOAT is writing.
You do.
Covering your beloved Bulls, who are 6-1.
What?
You know who is just as good as a 6-1 start?
Who that?
GOAT at writing about Bulls basketball.
That's a fact.
True story. And look, those instant reactions, those quick game recaps where Big Dave and I also throw in a few words, those are free for everybody because it's nice to have things that are free. But the true diehards, GOAT saves the best basketball writing for them.
He does.
And right now you can sign up, become diehard for just $36. You see the QR code in the bottom left corner of your screen there. Boom, there it is. Take advantage of it. Free shirt of your choice when you sign up. 20% off every time you shop in that merch locker, plus discounts to our CHGO Bears tailgates and all of our other various events. There are a million reasons to do it.
Yeah.
So why wait?
Yeah.
Take advantage of the offer.
So,
$3.
Shout out
It's
to
like
General
$3 a month.
Steve who said worth every penny. That's right.
yeah, let's go, man, General Steve.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Dave.
I saw we got a shout out from Australia. Joey, could you scroll back
Oh.
quick, sir? Because I saw we just
Hello,
got
hello.
a shout out from somebody. Right there, sir.
Gold
shout
Coast?
out from the Gold Coast, Australia. I scream for joy on the 3. Let's go, Giddey. Let's go, Bulls.
I feel like that entire continent is
erupted.
It's just an insane basketball junkie just jumping around party.
Yeah, true indeed.
They all found our chat. Bless your hearts.
Thank y'all for finding the chat.
Because you're Bulls fans now.
Yes. Oh yeah, if you're Bulls fans now.
If you were like a Giddey fan who found our show because he plays for the Bulls, welcome. Maybe y'all didn't love some of the things I've had to say about your pal Josh Giddey over the past year and change.
But now you're Bulls fans.
But hey, Bulls fans, you know what we want and love? Wins.
Boom.
Ideally, the playoff kind. Maybe even the championship kind. Baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps, because we haven't seen the regular season kind for a while. So 6-1 feels damn good.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Man, and you know why it feels good, man? Because of the people they're beating. That's why it feels like this.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, dude, they are whooping teams, and teams who are legitimate teams. Who is more legitimate right now than Philly? Who? In the East, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Who is more legitimate
we did
right
mention
now?
in pregame that their list of 5 victory opponents were some of the softer, basement cupcakes of the East.
Correct.
So maybe there is some of that, like, oh, well, their 5 wins are kind of hollow because look who they played. But still, they look pretty darn good. Like in pregame, there's nothing fluky about your starting backcourt averaging 54 points a game on lights out shooting.
Dude, Maxey shows you again. He balled out tonight.
We were like 15 minutes into pregame before we even mentioned Joel Embiid.
Right, you know what I mean? Like, yo,
that's
man.
a freaking team.
Yeah,
all
they're
right?
good.
They got Jared McCain back tonight.
Yes.
Like,
They're
edge
good.
my goodness.
And the Bulls beat them.
They did. I heard a jingle. A jingle, Joey. Are we ready for a certain jingle, Joey?
That's where he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Joining us on that Go Talk hotline, which is, of course, presented by our friends at Michelob Ultra. The delicious taste of victory deserves something equally superior. Cheer on your team with Michelob Ultra. Yeah. It's our guy, Will the Go Gottlieb, who witnessed that 24-point comeback right there in person at the Madhouse. Goat, instant reaction. What the hell did you just watch? What the hell did we just watch?
Honestly, my instant reaction is like, I'm a little surprised the team isn't more like fired up about it. I mean, they definitely are excited to have won. Giddey said it was one of the best games he's ever been a part of, and he was awesome. But I think that there was something that Vuce said when we just talked to him, which is that like we know that really good teams don't go down by 24 in the first half. Like that, I think, is a pretty impressive mentality to have when you just come off of a game winner, and it makes you feel pretty confident that this is a team that like understands what they need to do to continue winning, not just rest on their laurels based on the fact that they've won 6 out of 7 games. So obviously impressive comeback to go down 24 in the first quarter. The Sixers were 8 of 11 on threes in the first quarter. You go down big. Maxey's getting whatever he wanted. Embiid is getting whatever he wanted. It was almost like nobody was guarding them. They were just like getting to whatever spot on the court that they wanted to, and pulling up and making shots. And whatever happened, I mean, a switch flipped, and I think a lot of it had to do with Isaac Okoro getting moved on to Maxey and him really pressuring him up. They just did not play anywhere close to the same caliber of basketball, the Sixers, in that second half. And I think you really credit the Bulls defense for their physicality and just their effort level, and unwillingness to just accept defeat. I mean, they easily could have just said, all right, we're down 24 at half. Let's pack it in. Pretty impressive stuff for them to be able to come back. And then obviously you cap it off with a really nice 3 from Vuce in the corner. Not somebody that you typically see shooting corner threes, but he was able to knock it down. And so, yeah, everybody feels good about it. Everybody's excited about it in the locker room. But I think what stood out was the mentality from Billy on down.
Unwillingness to accept defeat. I love that. That is absolutely right. Go Isaac Okoro. You mentioned him earlier. What a big game from him tonight. And they needed that kind of game from Isaac Okoro. Matt has stated that he feels that was his best game of the season so far.
For
16 points, the 2 rebounds, the 5 assists. But it was the solid shooting, the 5 of 8 from the field, the 3 of 6 from the 3-point line. Talk about the game that he had and that defense that you touched on in that fourth quarter, and what he did to a guy like Maxey.
Yeah, I mean, you could even like throw out the points, obviously a season high, 16 points for him. And it still might have been his best game as a Bull because of just the impact that he put onto the game defensively. We've talked about this a couple of times where he's not somebody that's going to get a ton of blocks and steals and, generate defensive events. They call it like, he's not somebody that's like doing that a ton. But I think he had 2 steals and a block tonight. He had breakaways. He stole an inbounds pass and put that right back up. He hit his open threes. But just the effort and physicality on Tyrese Maxey, picking him up, pressuring him full court, not letting the Sixers get into their sets really quickly or without that pressure. I thought Modest had some really nice moments in the second half too, defensively getting over screens and just trying to make life difficult. But in that first half, I mean, there was just zero resistance. Everybody said so. Vooch, Giddey, Billy, very disappointed with the way that they defended in the second half. And I feel like Isaac Okoro was really the head of the snake on that. And I feel like it really does impact you on the offensive end. So it's not something that where he's like just a defensive player, because I think it really led to a lot of their offense. And one thing I was thinking about as I was watching this game is like the power of momentum. You're down 24 points, you're chipping away, you get it down to 19, 17, and all of a sudden you've got this momentum that you're playing with, and the Sixers don't score for the final 6 minutes of the entire game. So I think that was really powerful. It turned defense into offense. It stopped the Sixers dead in their tracks from being able to generate any points. And I really think Isaac Okoro was responsible for a lot of that. Like I said, you could throw away the threes and the layups and stuff like that. Just the way that he imprinted the game in terms of his defense, I thought was really, really strong.
We saw Billy just kind of throw anything at the wall to see if it would stick in that first half when they were down big. I think somewhere early in the second quarter, I saw him have Giddey out there with Dalen and Julian, Herter and Jalen Smith. Like Giddey with the bench. Mm-hmm. And obviously no Ayo Dosunmu day-to-day, still sat out tonight with the quad. But, I mean, not to say that very, like, okay, we are going Giddey, and we haven't seen the rest of this look before. Let's see what happens. Like, triggered anything to spark that win? But I'm just curious if Billy spoke on some, interesting, well, let's try this kind of stuff with his rotation tonight.
He didn't mention it, but I certainly noticed it too, because it was like a strange one. And I think we've talked a lot about having two guards out there at the same point, at the same time, to be able to take the offensive burden off of one another. And they just don't have that without Ayo and Kobe. Both of those guys are still out. Ayo sounds like he's probably nearing a return. Maybe this weekend we'll see. And Kobe, I think, is going to be a couple weeks away still. But they just didn't have. I mean, Trey, I thought, has not played quite as well these last couple of games. They're just asking too much of him. Like, he's a very, very good, one of the best, backup point guards probably in the league. But can fill in admirably as a starter. But when you ask him to do that time after time, 30 minutes, 35 minutes a game, that's just a lot for him to handle. And so you had to put even more of that offensive burden on Giddey. And to his credit, I mean, he was awesome. Some of the left-handed passes that he was making this game, obviously had the game winner pass to Vooch was with the left. Just some pretty impressive stuff. And, his just ability to get into the paint, just putting his shoulder down, taking hits, taking contact. He's been so physical that way. And I think that really just allows the defense to collapse to where you can have those opportunities in the first place. We've talked about it so much, but like the Bulls don't have a lot of individual shot creators. Billy was comparing it to the 76ers, where they can just throw the ball to Embiid or Maxey and get out of the way and let those guys go get a bucket. The Bulls don't have that. And so they need to generate an advantage somehow. And basically the only way that they could do that was, Herter flying off of screens, transition, and Giddey just barreling into the paint and finding guys. So Giddey was awesome. And I think you just couldn't afford to take him out, because without him, there was just no way that they were going to get anything going on offense.
You talked about earlier, what the guys talked about in the first half, what Billy Donovan and Vooch were saying about the first half. Did they say what was kind of said in the locker room going into that third quarter? Because coming back, we heard that Billy was, getting on Modest, about the game that he was having and things of that nature. Did you hear anything of that sort? And the second part of my question is, where should the confidence level be right now for Bulls fans about this team? Because it's not fluke wins that they're getting out here. They're beating real straight up legitimate teams that people are either picking to go deep in the East or even get to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, I guess I'll start with the first one. There wasn't anything like specific other than Billy mentioned Patrick and Modest in the first half, I think, combined for 0 rebounds. And he was like, we can't have our power forwards combined for 0 rebounds. And I think that was kind of a microcosm of the larger message, which was we need to have an impact on this game physically somehow. Like, guys need to step up. He called out a couple of charges from Okoro and Jalen Smith. He called out the rebounding. Like, there just wasn't any of that in any form, whether it was defensive resistance at the point of attack, whether it was guys pulling over and protecting the rim, whether it was guys getting into the paint. I mean, they didn't have anything in terms of that physicality. I know I keep using that word a lot, but that really is the key of what they're trying to do here, because I think the Bulls have kind of evolved past this idea of like, we need to run fast and shoot a lot of threes. Like there's more to the game that can allow you to overcome those kind of 3-point shooting nights, right? And so you have 8 of 11 from the Sixers in the first quarter, but a lot of that was they got 3 offensive rebounds, 2 of them turned into kick out threes, which they made, and one of them was a layup by Quentin Grimes. That's 8 points. You were down by whatever it was, 15. Like it's a different ballgame if you eliminate that stuff. And I think that is, one of the elements of that physicality piece that they keep referring to. Rebounding, not fouling, generating turnovers, getting to the line, all this stuff. I think it adds up in a way that, yes, you need to make threes. Yes, you need to get out and play with pace. But if they're not doing all that other stuff, they're just going to get bogged down in the half court whenever they're not able to get into their transition offense. And so they really need to do those things. And to lead that into the second question, Dave, like, I think that there is a certain level of confidence that you can have in their ability to continue to play that way. Like, I don't know what the results of these games will be, but I am confident in the Bulls' identity and their ability to get back to that, even if they've lost it. We've seen it now in a handful of games here. The Kings stands out when, they went on that second quarter run, regained the lead, and then the Bulls flipped the switch back and they were able to get back to it. This game was kind of a signature, example of that, where you're down 24 in the first half and they're able to come back just by chipping away and riding that momentum into the game winner. So, like I said, I don't know if this is going to be a 50-win team or a 55, whatever. Like, I don't know what the results will be, but I am confident in, one, the fact that they can get to this style of play, and 2, the fact that this style of play can be effective because they're doing all these other things that help them, even if it's not just the threes and the transition stuff.
Before we get your Goon of the Night nominee, we were talking in pregame through some of your Billy Donovan updates on some of the injured players on this Bulls roster on Twitter. What else can you tell us aside from those tweets pregame about the status of Ayo Dosunmu and Kobe White?
Yeah, I talked to Ayo a little bit in the locker room before the game. It doesn't sound too bad. He got kneed in the quad, so it's not a strain, it's a contusion. And so depending on how deep that is, that can last a long time. It can last not very long. He was shooting around at shoot-around this morning. I don't think it'll be too long, maybe another game, maybe 2, but I think he could be back relatively soon. Kobe's a little bit more complicated. It sounds like he's been ramping up for the past couple of days, and they have not run into anything, no setbacks, no tightness. But the medical staff, given how long he's been out, they want to give him a long runway where he's able to really get himself into good shape, really get himself testing it out. He's been doing cutting and sprinting and all the stuff that he needs to do, but they just want to see him do that for, I think, a couple more weeks before they feel comfortable in him playing extended minutes at the NBA level. So they didn't give us a specific reevaluation date. They didn't give us a timeline, but it sounds like Billy said 1 more week until he can rejoin practice. And if they continue on that level and there are no setbacks or snags, then hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we can get him back. So we'll see. I would probably guess mid to late November if everything goes as planned, but it's a very tricky injury, the calf. And so they're being very careful with it, as they should. Obviously you want to see him get back, but they're also playing so well right now where it's you don't want to just throw him back in there, try to improve on what you've been doing, reincorporate him into the team, and then have him get hurt again, right? You want to wait until he's really ready to go, and then they can get him back. So obviously a little bit frustrating that they're going to require some more patience with this, but I think it's the right play given the nature of calf injuries.
Mm-hmm. All right, Goon of the Night nominee?
I'm deciding between Vuce and Okoro. The Vuce one, obviously, a lot of it has to do with the game-winning 3, but he also had 2 steals on Embiid in those last couple of minutes. I thought he really outplayed Embiid. Embiid was in a weird minutes pattern where he played 20 minutes midway through the third and then didn't come back until the final 5 minutes. Yeah. I think that kind of threw them out of whack. Okoro, for all the mentions I explained before, I do think you have to give the edge to Vuce, though, just given the fact that he hit the game winner. So I'm going to go Vuce with a very close second being Isaac Okoro.
Love it. Before you hopped on with us, we plugged the new Die Hard promo offer available. Promo code GOAT to take advantage of that $36 offer, right? To get all of your Die Hard reading material.
Mm-hmm. Scan the barcode, scan the QR, check it out on the link. You can sign up and find all the things that you know and love about being a Die Hard.
Read the GOAT. Follow him, Will_Gottlieb. Read his stuff, allchgo.com. Hit that code to become a diehard to read all the diehard stuff. GOAT, we appreciate you, buddy. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, guys. See you then.
Peace.
The one and only GOAT. And, of course, plenty of compliments on the quaff in the chat.
They are going crazy on the call when he says kissed by a Greek god.
I think somebody else said Josh Giddey wishes he had quaff like the GOAT. Truth.
Oh, my goodness, man.
Let's knock out a few more super chats.
Sure.
Then we'll get to the GOAT.
Sure.
I mean, the Goon.
Yes.
Then we'll wrap up with some more super chats. Joey,
do
start cranking out some super chats. What do we got?
Crank 'em.
Let's hit Fran_Chile.
Shout out
with
Fran
a
Chile.
$9.99. Pull the trigger tonight to get CHSN, and holy crap, what a game and what a finish. And Big Dave, can I get a
Bulls win!
Thank you for cheering.
What a game to choose to sign up. My goodness.
Yeah, good call.
We also got one $199 from CHGO. That
What up,
final
CHGO?
play. Billy drew up a work of
It really
art.
was.
Did Billy draw it up or did Joey C draw it up?
Phone a friend.
Levitation.
Oh, my goodness.
Phone a friend. Today's universe with $2. Thank you so much. Matt, did you see Oppenheimer?
No, I never get around to it. Looked boring and long. I probably was watching some sports instead.
Or Ace Ventura.
We'll save that for tonight's overtime. Zats usually throws in a great super chat, $7.99. Daryl Morey is about to send Grimes to live with Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil in Bel Air after smoking that open three.
My
Give me
God.
a Bulls win, Big
I mean-
Dave. Of course, we'll oblige.
Bulls win! There you go.
Just the same way as Bears fans were watching, 40-year-old Flacco put up 2 touchdowns in 45 seconds,
Yeah.
thinking, this is my life as a Bears fan. I've seen this before. When they got that clean look, wide open three from dead center,
Dead center.
I was like, oh, well, crap.
Yeah.
That was almost really awesome, but the Bulls are, and then just
Nope.
clanged it off the rim.
I backed away from the TV, and the first words out of my mouth were, oh, crap. When
Yeah,
he came off of that
mean-
girl and he came off that screen, I saw it, and I said, oh, crap. He's so
For all
open.
the praise we just heaped on the Bulls' defensive effort in the second half, somebody blew a defensive assignment on that last play.
Shout out.
That the Sixers drew up.
Shout out to missing that one.
Woo!
Hey, and also, what's a Bulls win? What's a Bulls night? What's a CHGO Bulls show without Prison Mike loves
Hey, what
RC
up,
Cola for
buddy?
$5? This team making me ease up on the super chats and RC Colas because I have to buy a league pass now. Where has this team been?
Let's go.
We don't know, but we're happy they're here, baby.
been
Schwo
hiding
coming
in
in.
the
With,
RC aisle.
Schwo coming in with another $1.99 Vucci main, but it ain't Brick Squad. It's Swish
I
Squad.
dare you, sir.
Vooch, that dude has ice in his veins. I
Yeah,
swear.
he really
It's
does.
crazy.
It's not his first time hitting something like that.
It is not.
It's awesome.
David Lithgow, $2.99, didn't drop a comment in the chat, but he's always in the chat all the time.
I think I
man.
saw him drop a
great
different
comments.
comment earlier.
you, sir.
Something about 50 wins, I'm sure.
Yeah, another regular
The president to the Giddey committee.
Another regular Udo with $1.99 yelled so loud my neighbor's baby
Yeah,
started
that was
crying.
freaking
Shout out.
hilarious.
Welcome to the world, baby. Fran_Chili $9.99. I'm so hyped. It's been years since I feel so happy about my Bulls. I agree,
Same.
Fran.
It's been a while.
Same.
It's been a while.
You and me. Same.
Yeah.
Schwo swooping in with another one, $4.99.
Schwo.
Dare I say, watching these Bulls leaves me feeling a little giddy.
See what you did there? See what you did there,
That
sir.
is
Bulls win!
the pun of the season. That one's going to be dusted up plenty of times.
Justin Vliem, our guy, $9.99. Hit me with the Bulls win. Why not? Why not? We got plenty to
Bulls
go
win!
on tonight.
Let's go,
People
man.
are asking for it.
Endless
You
supply.
got to give it to them.
Let's go.
Andreas Polychronis, $5. Parentheses, you don't have to read my last name, but I
Too
did
late.
because I'm great.
Joey
Too
did
late.
it.
Honestly, this was the game that determined if the run they're on is real or not, and it is real, capital letters.
I'm
right
not mad at
on.
that
Boom.
thought. I had that same kind of thought, man. Like, dude, they just beat the team that is ahead of them in the East. And, I mean, came back and did it in incredible fashion. And they no bumps. They've played no bumps, and they are 6-1.
Crazy.
Incredible.
And without Kobe the entire time and
Yeah.
without Ayo for the last
Yes,
couple.
Ayo was gone this
which
game,
is-
bro.
Which is tough.
Nuts.
I will still say, and I will continue to say, 7 of 82.
Yeah.
But enjoy it. Freaking enjoy it.
You
I'm
dang
just-
right.
It's a great set of 7.
Just say, like, we can't be taking victory laps and say, we've made it when it's November 4th.
Oh, no. I'm not saying we made it. I'm saying I'm happy
People say
as
that about
crap.
their NBA team in April, May, and
Yeah.
June, y'all.
You know what?
I know
We
it's
haven't-
been a while since any of us
about
have
to say,
sniffed
we've been
those
a while
months.
since we've been having to say that. Have some
But,
cake.
hey,
Get some cake. Get some more.
to get to them their playoffs, you got to stack up these regular season W's.
It's very important.
So kudos to the Bulls for doing so.
Very important, man. Keep winning, baby. I like it.
Just a couple left, and this one's going to hit every Bulls fan right in the heart. $4.99, another one from CHGO. Shout out to everybody who sat through watching a lineup of Shaq, Harrison, Antonio Blakeney, Wayne Selden, Brandon Sampson, and Robin Lopez. We deserve this.
That's a real lineup.
That is a lineup
That's a therapy
that we watched
bell.
more than once.
More than once.
Too many times to count.
Yes.
The old Rolo looking around saying, am I the most offensively gifted player on the court right now? Oh, crap.
Yeah,
that's nothing good for us.
I know where we came from, which is why I'm cool with people celebrating right now.
Mr. Peck, your therapist just invoiced you for it just says Robin Lopez. That's all it is. That's what your therapy check says.
I mean, that dude was dipping the tea every chance he got.
Oh yeah, I forgot the tea celebration.
I'm sure his inner monologue was like, Boston Tea Party, get me the hell out of here.
Ripping through these, David Lithgow, $2.99, another super chat. Josh Giddey has entered the MVP races, my pals.
That's an interesting thought. I don't think it's insane.
Stuff in the box score on a 6-1 team.
I don't think it's insane.
Got a coach of the month, got a player of the month.
Winning and stuffing that box score. He is affecting the winning, bro. He really is.
We got a $5 from Kimberly Shy Fan, always dropping in the chat. Even DeAndre Swift of the Bears was up out of his seat in the fourth. The UC was rocking. Bulls win.
Yeah, and take your time nursing whatever that injury is, Swift, because Kyle Monunga is him. Shout out.
And finally, $1.99, Abbas Songstress coming in, put 10 on Bulls, went down 24. And do it with Bet 365,
smart
of course.
man.
Shout out to you.
Great job.
Honestly, that was a great betting strategy down the stretch last year.
Yeah.
March Madness?
I remember.
I was putting halftime bets on the Bulls all the time.
You was doing your thing.
That's right.
And now it's winning. Winning!
How about
and when
that?
you win, you get to see Goon of the Night. Hit Mitch always say!
To be the man, you gotta beat the man. Now, I'm the man.
Oh, it's Goon of the Night! You see it? It feels so good in my hands right now because it's that belt that you give out only when the Chicago Bulls win. And I am giving it out more often than I have since being here at CHGO. So glad y'all are here to witness all this. Goon of the Night. If you don't know how this works, it does not necessarily go to the best player. It does not necessarily go to a player. It could go to anything that happens surrounding the Bulls game. It could be anything. It could be the referee. No. It could be the coach. It could be Tim Sinclair. Shout out to him.
Shout
it could
out
be
to
Adam
him.
Amin. You know what I mean? It could be Wayne Randazzo. Anybody can get it.
Red Panda?
It could be Red Panda. Shout out Red Panda for
Wearing
coming
the
back.
Jordan 45
Shout
tonight.
Out. That was very Goonly.
Honestly,
Very
we buried
Goonly.
the lead. We just all watched the crazy 24-point comeback for the Bulls win.
Correct.
Red Panda is the story.
It is.
back.
She's back in there and did her
You
thing.
put respect on that queen.
Rocking the 4-5,
My
baby.
God.
She ain't to play games.
So
with
good
you.
to see her back out there.
All right. Here it is. We heard Goats. Matthew Peck, sir, your Goon of the Night.
Before I give my nominee, just to let you know, Dave, oh my God, you mentioned in the comment, we're like, I'm giving out our sixth Goon of the Night already. Just pulled up the Bulls 24-25 game log to check. You handed out the Bulls' sixth Goon of the Night win last season on November 18th.
Wow.
It is November 4th.
A little earlier.
Bulls getting more of them dubs out of the gate. Good for them.
Yes.
Look, incredible potential winners and quality deserved nominees all the way around tonight in a crazy game like this. I feel like I didn't speak enough about how much I appreciate what we saw from Okoro tonight. Just like really solid game from him.
Yeah.
And I've been hard on him out of the gate because it hasn't been great.
Sure.
But how do you not give this award to Kevin Huerter? Dave, we had a clip up earlier today from yesterday's show of you. We were talking about biggest surprises out of the gate for this Bulls 5-1 start.
Yeah.
And you gave your flowers to Kevin Huerter.
I did.
Despite the fact that this player who's known as a, scorching hot at times sharpshooter, whose shooting had fallen off in his career wayward stop in Sacramento where things weren't working out well for him. He's not even shooting the three ball that well so far in these regular season games. But it's the other things he's been doing. Making great off-ball cuts to get good looks at the basket if his three's not falling. Getting his hands in passing lanes. Making things happen on the defensive end. Making hustle plays. And a bit of goonery. When called for, He swatted a dude and then grabbed the ball after block and stared him down as they went flying out the baseline. And then if staring him down wasn't enough, he yapped some at him.
Couple of words.
I, as a meathead Bulls fan who loved Dennis Rodman, who loved Joakim Noah, who wonders at times who that dude is on these here Bulls, who might get a tech, but he's going to do something crazy. It's going to jack up the rest of his teammates who are struggling to get in gear. That was goon stuff from Kevin Huerter tonight, putting in all of the little stuff effort, despite the fact that he hasn't been lighting it up from downtown yet. I think that that'll come around.
Yeah.
We saw him have crazy hot games last season.
Oh, my goodness, man.
The Kong's revenge game.
Kong.
Gee, I wonder if that was the game where Huerter was drilling a bunch from behind the arc. Just need the proper motivation, but in the meantime, he is positively impacting the game in other ways that I did not see coming, that you eloquently said yesterday did not see coming. He gets my nomination tonight.
Wow. Beautifully said. Joey C. C is for clever. Who is your goon of the night, sir?
Forgive me. Who did Goat with? That was producing producer
with
things.
Red Velvet.
I went with
No. Who did Goat with?
Giddey.
Goat went with Vooch.
Oh, that's right, Vooch.
Okay, so
Vooch.
Goat took Vooch. You take Huerter. This one's, I think, honestly, this one's easy for me. And I said it watching the game is
Red
that
Panda.
shout out to Isaac Okoro, man.
Ah, okay.
Dude, 2 ways tonight. Like, first of all, in the first half, it looked like Tyrese Maxey on his birthday was going to score 700,000 points. He was on pace. And look, I'm not saying that Okoro locked him down, but the fact that he had to do that 2-way game and chase him around and probably get like switched on to VJ a handful of times. The fact that he was able to do that and put up 16 points, 2 steals, and a block. Big offensive night from Okoro, but also the type of stuff that when we acquired him, we wanted to see, which was that defense of taking on the guy's best perimeter wing defender and making things easier. So isn't like Josh Giddey in hell at the top of the key. So I got to go with Okoro tonight because Vooch got taken.
Wow. Man, that was well said, too. Yeah, shout out to whoever said early on in the show that they don't envy my task tonight of giving out goon of the night. Because even Joey C said that to me also. Before
It's our first ever 4-way tie.
Oh, man. It's happened. Ties have happened.
3-way tie has happened.
3-way
before.
tie has absolutely happened. We just had a tie on the last one, for goodness sake.
It's true.
Oh, man. All right. I think I'm ready. There it is. Prestigious, shined up, and a little bruised, baby. That's how life goes. 'Tis the Goon of the Night belt. And tonight's Goon of the Night is...
Drum roll into the drum roll.
Double roll.
Red Velvet.
Hey, let's go.
He is Goon of the Night, ladies and gentlemen. And let me explain why. Yes, incredible game by Vooch. Outstanding. I've seen him do that before.
Yep.
Isaac Okoro. Awesome game, man. Shut it down, and he scored 16. I've seen him do that before. Velvet, and even Red Panda. Seen her do that before, but she came back. You know what I mean? She almost got this, just to tell y'all. She really, for real, almost got this.
When
dog.
Jordan dropped 55
You
in
know
the
what I
guard,
mean?
you're like, yeah, I
Like, come on.
know.
It was
I
coming-
know he's good.
It was coming back in the 4-5 jersey. That was the Goon
That was
move.
incredible.
Not in the 23. She came back
Incredible.
in the 4-5, dog. Oh, it was right there. But that dude, Red Velvet, what I have not seen from that dude was the goonly nature of this young man. As Matt said, when he got that block and turned and laser stared that dude lying on the ground and stared at him and read him for filth and told him all kinds of filth about his whole life, said some things to him, and then turned around and then gave the ball and went down the floor. He stopped play just to say something to him. And then he's like, okay, we can continue the game now. That is Goon stuff. When also, Matt, one of my tweets tonight, after that happened, I said, Kevin Huerter, early candidate for Goon of the Year. He's an early candidate for a Goatee. All right? He's a very early candidate for a Goatee. I can't get enough of Kevin Huerter. Everything Matt said, I absolutely agree with. He is correct. It is Red Velvet, Kevin Huerter.
Well
Your
done.
Goon of the night. ladies and gentlemen.
Spartax1068 in the comments said, good choice. The quiet guy who you should not F with.
I almost put that on the screen, and I was like, read it through, Joey.
There's like something's with that guy and the way he's looking around this bar where he's he's not loud and boisterous and egging on fights.
Yeah.
But
he's finished.
I'm pretty sure I don't want to fight him.
Yeah. As my dad always taught me, you don't start the fight, but you finish it.
I would not have pegged
rules.
Herder as like he fights dirty and wins kind of guy.
Man, me neither. You let the hair fool you.
It was just a good swat of a block and a stare down and a little smack talking. It wasn't like anything came to blows tonight.
Yeah.
But you know what? As a child of the 90s NBA, I wouldn't mind it if at some point when the Bulls are battling and scraping and playing physical
And scrimping.
we did get some comes to blows moments. I miss it.
Yeah.
I know that people can go watch hockey if they want to, get some fight entertainment.
Sure.
In sports that are not actually like MMA or boxing or whatever.
Right.
But it's just like I just miss a little bit of fighting in the NBA. We got to clean up the league. Okay.
What happened to just like a little like nose to nose? You know what I
right?
mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't like the fake. I don't like the fake swinging.
Fake tough stuff.
Or the hold me back stuff.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like the MJ versus X
Xavier
Daniel.
McDaniel.
Yeah, nose to nose for
yeah.
5 hot
Classic.
seconds, and then go to your corners. Like a little bit more of that.
Yeah, classic stuff. But I'm telling
Or MJ doing this to Reggie Miller's face.
Yeah,
Like, I want to tear your eyeballs apart.
But I'll tell you, there is one man in the wings waiting. And I saw him on the practice floor today. That man, Zach Collins, man.
Dude.
I'm telling you, it's going to be some
Chomping
Goon
at the
tonight.
bit.
Yeah, man. I'm telling
He
you,
had his
bro.
John Wick's like suit on tonight. Just be like, just let me.
Yo, man, I'm telling you, man. Like,
I'm back.
I'm just saying, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. Just be leery of that young man when he gets ready to be out there. But until then, in the meantime, between time, that man, Kevin Herder, Kayvon, Red Velvet.
Love it.
Sir, you have been outstanding.
So just as a quick recap here, the Bulls have 6 wins. We have 6 Goon of the Nights. I have 1. Shout out to me.
Yes, you do.
Lee has 1. Mm-hmm. Billy Donovan has 1.
Yes.
Velvet just got 1 tonight. Mm-hmm. And then I'm trying to remember Friday night's win. Shout out to our pal Prison Mike, who split the victory with, was it Giddey?
I feel like it was either Giddey or Herder. I feel like that.
Anybody in the chat remembers, let us know. I can also go back and look after the fact.
We
'Cause
can.
I am going to keep a tally this year to see who the Goon of
Right
the
on.
season
Right.
is.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
important.
People were asking,
Yeah.
who's going to be the Goon of the year?
Yeah, who's going to win the Goatee?
We'll keep track
Who's going to win the Goatee?
to find out.
It's very important.
That is it for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. We still have nearly 1,000 of y'all watching live with us
beautiful people.
late on a weeknight. And shout out to you, Bulls fans all over the globe. If it's the crack of dawn, if it's the middle of the night, or if it's like, hey, I'm taking my lunch break right now.
Yeah.
Wherever you are on the globe, thank you for being here with us in 2 Dimensions, rooting on the Bulls, chatting Bulls with us and your fellow Bulls fans. We love and appreciate each and every one of you. Hit that like button on your way out if you haven't done it yet. The likes help us out a lot.
Subscribe too while we're at it, because we're running to 100K.
Barreling
right
towards 100K. I
Running,
saw
baby.
we already just crossed 92K the other day.
We did?
Breezed through 91K like it was nothing.
Gone.
Shout out to everybody who has subscribed. You can also become a CHGO Sports YouTube channel member for all sorts of extra cool perks, bonus content, etc. Take advantage of that $36 sign-up offer we got going for Die Hard right now, so you can read all of that great stuff from the GOAT. Reminder also for all overtime stuff, if you're watching streaming, just head to allchgo.com for the bonus content. Shout out to What the Quaff, who just said, love you, Matt. Love you, Big Dave. Love
back,
you,
sir.
too.
Appreciate
Love you right
you, bro.
back. I like that you have a YouTube username that is about the hair of our guy, Will the Goat Gottlieb.
Just makes you feel better.
That
for
is
saying it.
Bulls community just doing Bulls community things.
Appreciate when y'all listen to me.
It's
good.
great.
It's really
It is great. Shout out to our guy, Joey C., king of the controls, on another
Hey,
epic post-game
he's
show.
clever.
I saw somebody else in the chat just said they're rocking with Joey C. now. You know,
Oh, they're rocking with him.
I mean,
okay.
we've had Sean sub in, but we've had Joey C with us for a lot of our game nights so far.
doing-
A
doing
great
his thing.
addition to the crew.
The shoes are really like, these are like Shaquille O'Neal size shoes with Joey Spathis and Katie.
Spathis
So
and
Oh,
like,
yeah,
Katie?
man. Yeah, bro.
hang with me, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm doing but thank you. I appreciate it.
Those
He's
those
working his
are
way.
Lady Liberty sized sandals that you are trying to fill right there.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Follow Big Dave Bow, BWL Sports. Follow our guy Will the Goat Gottlieb, Will _Gottlieb. I'm Bulls _Peck. We are CHGO _Bulls. We will be back tomorrow with a live pod for y'all, 4:30 Central Time. Plus, we're going to do some other stuff earlier in the day tomorrow to probably be dropped on Thursday. Don't want to miss that. A certain ESPN broadcaster who also hosts the All NBA All City podcast is going to talk a little Bulls with us. So keep an eye out for that too. Have a great night. Try and get some Z's despite the excitement tonight, and we will see you tomorrow. Love you, Bulls Nation. See you every good.
General Steve, what up, bro? Peace.
We all silly like the mayor.